Good evening. My name is Frank Walsh, and I'm a board member for the Hershey Chocolate Company. We're here today to discuss a potential purchase of a British chocolate company named Cadbury. First thing, let's start off with our agenda for today. Hopefully you can see this on my video presentation for the board members that are present. Our agenda is first we will discuss an introduction. We will talk about the potential purchase for Hershey's of the Cadbury British Chocolate Company. We'll talk about some business ethics and factors that may contribute to this purchase, and we will finish with a conclusion. So again, I'm a board member for Hershey Chocolate Company, and we're discussing the ramifications of purchasing Cadbury Chocolate Company. So where we got at this part was Milton S. Hershey developed the Milton S. Hershey School for underprivileged orphans. And today, the trust is looking to diversify its interest. And so they're proposing to sell the trust controlling interest. But what's backing it is the Attorney General has petitioned state court to block for sale, and the courts agreed. So Hershey is continuing a stagnation of revenue over the years, and the school is worried about where funding is going to come from. If not from the trust, then where? So along comes the potential purchase of Cadbury Chocolate Company. Kraft has offered $16.5 billion, and Hershey would like to see if they can get in on that action. But Hershey is half the size of Cadbury and just a fraction of the size of Kraft. So to get that sum of money, they would have to borrow a large amount of money. But what some of the pros that would be, they would continue to grow in sales business internationally, which they really don't have an international foothold. And Cadbury Company is European based. It would also decrease in competition stateside, where Cadbury does sell stateside, and if Hershey owned Cadbury, they'd own those profits. With the acquisition of Cadbury, they'd also have new employees, which would help to increase economy and the job market. And it would increase overall profits and help to minimize the financial burden of the school. Some of the drawbacks is obviously, that, like I previously stated, is the lack of capital. They would have to borrow a massive amount of money to make this bid and to match Kraft's, and even further from there, Kraft might even offer a little bit more money. So where does it stop? Cadbury goes back and forth to each company to see who has the best offer. You can also worry about when you're borrowing so much money, would you have a decrease of your credit ratings, a decline in stock, and it can even hurt profits and future borrowing down the road. It says, what if you go in and it doesn't succeed like you thought you were, and then you just can't get out of that hole? And then competing internationally. If you don't do it, you won't be able to compete internationally. And then if you do it, who's to say you can still compete internationally? It is that what-if game. As a board member for Hershey Company, I do see that the pros outweigh the cons. The current stagnation would decrease with future competition. We would expand our international market immensely, which we have no foothold over there right now in Europe and in other countries right now. And what we started with was keeping the school in the green. We need to keep the school afloat. It's a great opportunity for the underprivileged and orphans, and they said the student body is about 1,200 low-income young men and women, and without the school, those people wouldn't be able to go to school. So again, I think, in my opinion, the pros outweigh the cons, and I think we should proceed with with the purchase of Cadbury. So to go with this, we have scripture reading. Hebrews 13:16 says, "Do not neglect to do good and to share what you have, for such sacrifices are pleasing to God." Philippians 2:4, "Let each of you look not only to his own interest, but also to the interest of others." And then Colossians 3:23, "Whatever you do, work at it with your whole being. So I hope that you see that the purchase of Cadbury is a benefit to Hershey and would vote with me to purchase the company. I appreciate your time, and I look forward to working with you in the future. Thank you.